Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I thank you for being part of this very platform wherever you are joining us from. Please like and share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that you can be able to reach. Remember, in this platform, we bring information that has to do with the restoration of independence of Biafra, everything that concerns Biafra, and things that are happening in the Zoological Republic. In this episode, you all know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just appeared in court. I am going to share with you on today's program the conversation that is going on media about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case. People are saying different versions of it. People are seeing things differently. And I want to bring to your notice what is happening on the media, in the conventional media, more especially. A lot of argument and compromise are being made in their conventional media, and people are saying what they like. Let us watch and see what the media is saying. Please pay attention till the end. Let's watch.
Where I was driving out really is...
After the case has not even moved into trial. So why will he delay him?
Then he can go to the court without a lawyer then?
What I say?
Since he can defend himself.
No,
he should go to the court without a lawyer.
He didn't say
Since
that.
you are proud of him.
Oh, listen, my friend.
He should go to court without a lawyer.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that Aloy Dimakon should no longer represent him. He only wanted to prove a point before the court. And he proved it. That was why the judge, Enyako, now realized that this young man is telling the truth. That was why she excused herself. Didn't that make her put gun on her head that you should now continue with the case? She knew. She knew that this guy cannot get a headway with that case. When she had already told somebody that this matter, the federal government cannot prove it before the whole world. Is that not a record? So now the Kanu said, based on what has been going on, I'm not comfortable with you trying this.
Thank you, Barrister. Mr. Olua, what do you
let's move over now.
What do you think is the implication of Justice Binta Nyako recusing herself from Nnamdi Kanu trial?
When you have a case in the court and whoever is the accused in court is not comfortable with you.
Where is the defendant?
Whether it's a defendant or is accused as you,
as you
claim,
understand the terms.
as you claim.
He's not a lawyer. So.
All right, as you claim. All right. So if you are in court and you have a case and you are not comfortable with a particular judge, there's no big issue in it. The judge can decide to excuse him or herself, whereby the chief judge or the supreme can decide to reassign that particular case to another court of jurisdiction. All right. But my own point here is that this case shouldn't have gone haywire.
But what do you make of his actions?
No, hold on. He said he wouldn't have. Please, let him land. Let him land.
Barrister, please.
Let us tell her why the thing went haywire. Tell us.
Barrister, I'm the host. Thank you. Yes, I'm the host. Thank you. Now, you seem to have a problem with his actions in court yesterday. You seem to have a problem with that. The fact that he stood up, asked his lawyer to sit there and addressed the judge, addressed the court. What's your problem with that, really?
When you are in court, when you are in Rome, you behave like Rome. When you are in Nigeria, you behave like Nigerian. So when you are in court, you follow the order of the court. If truly you have all the points and you have a competent lawyer, except if the lawyer is not competent enough.
So you think he feels his lawyer is not?
Simple. With his action.
No.
You cannot be a judge in your own case. If you are not comfortable, you speak confidently through your counsel.
Okay. Now, let me tell you that.
If your counsel is no more competent enough, now let me tell you something that you should understand. That you are a banker doesn't mean that you have supreme knowledge of the bank. That you are a lawyer does not mean you have supreme knowledge of the courts. You are not. You are only a practitioner. You are not an authority. So Barrister Janesi cannot come here and tell me that he's an authority in the court. He's just a lawyer. He's not an authority in the court. Now, you must understand that you are not permitted to speak.
It's a lie.
You can make a point But when you are shutting down the judge, shutting down the counsel, what does that show to you? Is that a civil man?
But the judge
is that a man that a lawyer should be proud of?
The judge
is that a man that a lawyer should be proud of?
The judge did not complain.
It doesn't matter. So you are waiting for the judge to complain.
And yes, now,
yes, that's sentiment. You are supporting the sentiment of my barrister.
No.
That the judge did not complain does not mean he's doing the right thing. No, I will not accept that from you.
Let us get it.
I will not accept that from you. So you are supporting the lawyer because he's a lawyer. So I see until you when the judge complains, that you understand that what he has done is wrong in the court of law.
I am the host of this show, and I will advise you to moderate yourself.
So if you are wrong, I will also tell you that you are wrong.
To moderate yourself.
The judge, you are blaming them.
If the judge had an issue with what Nnamdi Kanu did, don't you think that if the judge had an issue with what Nnamdi Kanu did, don't you think that the judge could have simply charged him with contempt of court?
You would be the same person that would be against that same judge.
No. But
so the judge is keep quiet.
It hasn't happened. So I want you to
supported the judge for keeping quiet.
Will you agree with me?
I supported the judge for keeping quiet as a professional. That is why we are here to support what the judge has done.
The judge did not just keep quiet. The judge ended up recusing herself from the case, and that matter is settled.
Yes.
And returned the case file to the judge, to the chief judge, to reassign the case.
That's it. Kept quiet.
No. She didn't. She simply recused herself.
That is good. That's being professional.
Barrister Darlington.
Yes, please.
Barrister Darlington.
Yes.
Is it against the rules, court rules, for an accused to speak on his behalf in the presence of a lawyer?
No, you are allowed to speak. You are allowed to speak at interval.
To speak on ruling.
No, really what? What is ruling?
Which ruling?
The matter that don't even go into trial and you're ruling what? The man told you on point of law, and he made his observation not to the court.
Barrister, you were educating the viewers. You were saying something. Is it okay for a defendant to rise up and basically address the court?
I said yes.
Under what circumstances?
Especially in this particular matter. If you the defendant, because hold on, listen, please, wait on, I'll tell you. Because it is you, between you and the judge who is presiding. You don't know what must have transpired between that person and the judge. You don't know what has happened between them in the past. And you, the lawyer, may not know. The court may not know. It is left for you, the defendant, to say, look, based on so thing that happened in the past between me and this judge, I don't want him or her to preside over my case. It's as simple as that. Why do you think the woman obliged? Hold on. Why did you think, and even the government lawyer that was there, obliged? Did they say, no, it must go on? Look, if Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have a point, he can be tried in absentia. Tom Polo, it was done to him. Tom Polo, he was tried in absentia and sentenced. Unfortunately, the same man is doing contract with the federal government today. The same fugitive is doing contract with the federal government today. This is a man that is a fugitive. They tried him in absentia and sentenced him. So Nnamdi Kanu doesn't need to be there. If they are in right position, if this matter is properly charged, they can try to Nnamdi Kanu even if he doesn't want to come to court. But they can't do that. That's what I'm telling you here. They can't. Because there's no law to even start with. The rendition from Kenya, we don't have a law on it. We don't. That's what the court has told them. That they don't have even a law to try this matter. That the federal government did wrong. How many times will I tell you this, my friend?
It was extradited.
Please, you have started though. You have started now. This thing that's very clear to everybody. And you mean you have not been hearing rendition?
It was extradited.
You have not been hearing rendition, Abi. You have not been hearing rendition.
It was extradited.
Do you know the meaning of rendition? Tell us, since you know better. Tell us which one is extradited. We are telling you something here. You are still making argument.
All right then.
We are not playing here now.
This would be.
So this was why the federal government is finding it difficult to try him. 4 years now, the matter has not gone into trial. What kind of case is that? If Nnamdi Kanu is guilty, the federal government can go ahead and try him. But they can't do that. There's no law to try him. There's no law. They are looking for a way to settle this matter. That one, and the shame is on federal government now. Because the Supreme Court has ruled already that Nnamdi Kanu should go and sue the federal government.
Who is stopping him?
Hold on, if he's
who is stopping him?
Hold on, why should the federal government? Hold on, if he's guilty, why should he
go ahead and do that?
Who told you that?
Who is stopping him? He should go ahead and sue the federal government.
And it's not everybody that comes out of prison that becomes president. So, this is a sectional thing. But the whole of South Africa, blacks, were behind this man, Mandela. So for me, in whatever we are arguing here, you may see me as a pacifist, but that is the truth. If I were in his position, the first thing that comes to my mind is, let me get out of here first. Because it's like, it's just there. Even if there's any uprising today, it's a sitting duck. If people decide to take arms.
But that's another thing that has come into conversation, particularly since he has been in jail. Dr. Dom Ferguson, you're welcome back, and I'll direct this one to you. He has, even Kanu himself has said before that him being out of jail will solve the uprising, for lack of a better word, that's happening in the Southeast, particularly with IPOB, because, I mean, the conversation is that IPOB is the one responsible for this uprising in the Southeast, even though there are other schools of thought that are saying there are other people, other factions, other parties that are operating violently under the guise of IPOB. So we're letting him out. I mean, Mr. Fanimo is saying even if there's an uprising, he'll be a sitting duck, but we're letting him out prevent an uprising in the first place. He's out again. Okay. While we wait for him to reconnect, let me just ask you that.
You see, the whole idea is in or out. I take out instead of being in there, because he has some appreciable number of followers that if there is a negotiated freedom for him, that man alluded to what happened to Ojukwu.
Yes.
But Ojukwu still came around to form APGA.
Yes.
That is to tell you that sometimes time heals wounds. Why would you not be out and begin to explore, realizing if Ojukwu was still very young when he branched out of PDP, from MPN and then formed APGA, it would have made some impact in the polity, but already was a little bit old at that time. So he couldn't do the maneuvering and all that is expected of somebody raising a political consciousness within the country. So what we are saying is this man is still a young man. He still has the drive, the energy, and everything that could go for somebody who wants to actualize certain things. So for me, I would rather is out of that place. No matter how you look at it, Kanu should bend over backwards to get his freedom.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because going by today's ruling, today's case at the Federal High Court, you can tell that this is somebody, going from what he said he doesn't mind spending another year, making it the 5th year that he would be incarcerated. This doesn't...
Sorry, let me just clear that. Shortly after Mandela was released from jail, there was a reporter who asked him one very important question. He said, "Sir, in all your years of incarceration, in all your years of appearing in court, was there a particular day that you feared for your life?" You know what Mandela said? He said, every day he's in court, he's always afraid for his life. Every day, anything just drops around his prison room, that he's always afraid for his life. But anytime he's in court and he's going back to prison, that fear is all over him. But when he looks back and see the number of South African blacks that were looking forward, that were looking up to him as the only bastion of hope, that he will clench his fist and raise it, that yes, I am resolute, I am tough. That does not mean he doesn't fear for his life.
No, he does not.
So Kanu, in a way, when he's left alone in that solitary confinement, would always fear for his life. But he doesn't need to dampen the spirit of those people out there that believe so much in him, that is the savior. Some people see him as next person to God. You understand? So he needs to give them that bravado. But beyond that facade, he's also...
He's not benefiting anything. He's suffering.
Suffering.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Delio Fanimo. Let's move on to Edo State, or at least the...
My fellow Biafrans, after watching this clip, I want you to be the judge for yourself. Go to the comment section and write on the comment section, tell me what you feel about this. I thank God for the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Biafran people are going to defend themselves. If it's going to take everyone out to defend Biafra, we will do that till the last man standing. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide our Liberation Army. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne.